Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, watching Stage 6, live coverage of the Giro d'Italia. And as we breach the midway point of the first 10 days of racing before the first rest day, it is the first big potential GC shake-up. A long climb all the way up to Ascoli Piceno is the tail to this stage, but there is climbing throughout. A testing day in the saddle, a big contrast to yesterday's flat procession down to the bunch sprint. What a race, what a bike race. We go back to the front of the race, 40.9 kilometers to go. Cataldo, Mollema, Mäder and Mohoric.
It's starting to come down for the first time, 2:38 now, only a few seconds, but look at the speed they're riding at on these lower slopes, Ned, as we kind of talked about earlier on.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so over to Mäder now. The three climbers remain. Three riders at the front of the race, though. A Swiss rider, an Italian, Dario Cataldo, and a Dutch rider of note. He's attacked them. 1:04, he's got a chance, hasn't he? 3.3 kilometres to go. I think Gino Mäder will believe that he can do this, and he's still fresh enough to leave at this point in the race. Dario Cataldo and Bauke Mollema standing. Ineos Grenadiers launching one of their riders, but it's not the expected one, and he's close in the general classification, don't forget Dani Martinez. In the meantime, Gino Mäder, very concentrated. So Bernal now, he's swept past Dani Martinez, he's been caught, so Ciccone, Bernal, Vlasov, Evenepoel, and that'll put Fefeka almost out of the equation potentially, as Dan Martin is in that group with Vlasov, Peyo Bilbao and Attila Valter in the white jersey.
500, 400 metres to go now, and they can see him. This is desperate. It gets very windy here as well. Bernal putting in an extraordinary amount of work. I tell you who looks very calm and collected behind is Remco Evenepoel. Ciccone there. Dan Martin looks good as well. 400 metres to go for our leader.
Don't forget time bonuses come into it as
Indeed.
well. And that could be a factor if Remco Evenepoel is going to end up in the jersey now. There's a count back between him in particular and Attila Valter, a name we really didn't reckon with at the beginning of the day. That is a separate story to be told, and we'll tell it shortly. But in the meantime, this man deserves all our attention. The battle for second place is going to be contested amongst these riders. Gino Mäder is going to win the stage, but these four now locked together on the wheel of the Colombian, the 2019 Tour de France champion, Remco Evenepoel, one of the most exciting talents literally since Eddy Merckx, flying the flag on a Grand Tour for the general classification of a Belgian rider. And in the meantime though, Gino Mäder, I'm sure by now he knows, he risks a glance under his right arm. 200 metres to go, 150 all uphill, one more corner to take as Gino Mäder comes towards the line and finally will taste victory at a Grand Tour.
Well, the big Attila Valter isn't too far away. Well, this man, what a stage.
50 metres to go for Gino Mäder, the man who discovered cycling in his teen years. It cleared his mind and it became a career. And now the biggest victory announces the presence of another great talent. I think Attila Valter, if he's in this group, the white jersey, just coming to the line there. It's about 10 seconds, 12 seconds. Valter is going to be, by our calculations, the next leader of the Giro d'Italia. And that is an astonishing achievement for Groupama FDJ and for this young rider. 12-second gap in the end for Gino Mäder to celebrate. Bernal wins the sprint for second place, takes 6-second time bonus in the general classification.
And there we go.
Attila Valter leads the Giro d'Italia by 11 seconds to Remco Evenepoel. Yep, 5 seconds the gap now to Egan Bernal, who moves into a podium place.
Yeah, I think we can really say it like this. Yesterday was such a sad day with losing Mikel. And yeah, today we just say we're gonna ride in honor of Mikel's lost GC ambition, or lost Giro. And we put everything in the breakaway, and luckily Mäder was super strong. And it's such a nice feeling after Paris missing so much, so little. And now being on the top step is just like, it's super nice. Actually, as soon as I was alone and the last survivor of the breakaway, everything I could think of was Paris, and there was just that sharp doubt in my head that it's gonna happen the same. And with just 100 meters to go, I can finally celebrate and like really enjoy the moment. And now it's just such a sweet feeling.
Gino Mäder, dalla Svizzera.